Hi everyone, what is up? My name is Nick, otherwise known as Audio Guru. Now today I want to bring you a video a little bit about subscriptions. And when I say subscriptions, I mean to things like Avid and Sonar and whatever. Now, let me begin the story by saying this. I am a huge fan of Pro Tools, okay? I do enjoy the software. It is okay software. I mean, it is meant to be the standard industry according to most people. I don't think it really is. But it's good software when it works properly. And when I say when it works properly, it's because it's always been known to be plagued with issues and things like that. But that's a different video. For this one, I want to complain about their software, the subscription model that they have. I signed up to a subscription-based thing with Sonar last year, and they also Sonar Platinum. I think it was like $50 a month. But at the end of it, you got to own the actual license. So it was your software. You got to keep it, which was great. So thumbs up to them. After you've finished your subscription with that software, you can continue paying a smaller amount to be able to get continual upgrades and things like that. And it's nothing too expensive, nothing too dramatic for me personally. Avid got on this bandwagon not long after. They thought, geez, if they can do it, we can too. I don't know if that's how it went down, but that's what it seems like. So they said, bugger it. We can do this, we're going to do it as well. So what you can see on your screen is this is the licensing page for Avid. Now there's two reasons why I wanted to complain about this, and I'll get to those in a second. There's two clear points. You can either buy Pro Tools for $599, which for most people who are either starting out or just getting over to Pro Tools, you probably don't want to do that because it's a lot of money to invest. However, you will own the license and whatever. So that's your option. That's for that one. For very new people, you can get this option, which is Pro Tools First, which is free. I did a video on Pro Tools First, but it's very limited. So this is for people just basically, it's like a trial. If you want to try Pro Tools, this is what you'd go for. It's not very useful if you want to actually do recordings. It's just basically to get you in and give you a demo. So that's Pro Tools First. Now, the one I want to talk about is over here. The subscription starting at $24.92 a month. This is their way of getting you into the software at a lower cost. Before I go anywhere, if you decide to get this, even after I tell you what I'm about to tell you, you'll need one of these, which is an iLok 2. So if you already have an iLok 1, it won't work. You have to have that one. Okay? So that one won't work, that one will. Anyways, moving right along. If you get onto the subscription, the thing that they don't clearly say on this page is once you sign on to the 12 months, right? You pay month to month, and after 12 months, it expires. So you have two options when it expires. You either continue with the software and have to keep paying for it, or you just give up the software. So you don't own it. You never own it under this subscription, right? The license always belongs solely to Avid, but you have to just keep paying to use it. So you basically perpetual renting. That's what I'm going to call it, perpetual renting. And you never own the software, but you've got not free, but you've got access to it, and you get all of the features that you would normally get in Pro Tools 12. So if you can't afford the $600 outright for whatever reason, this is their way of getting you into it. It's kind of good at first when you want to sign up to it, but let me explain. I signed up to this subscription plan, and about 3 months in, I had some other priorities that came up in my life, and I decided, hang on, I'm just going to put Pro Tools on hold for a minute. I've already got Sonar, so I'm going to put this on hold for a bit. So I went into my Avid account and cancelled my subscription. That following month, I got billed again. This might be at my own fault, and I will take responsibility for that. But I did not realize that when you went to this month-to-month thing, you were locked in for the 12 months, the whole 12 months, whether you wanted to use it or not, whether you removed it from your computer, removed it from your iLok, whatever. You have to keep paying for 12 months. That doesn't say that on their main webpage when you're buying the software. Okay, it doesn't say that really clearly that you'll be locked in. Secondly, it doesn't say clearly that at the end of the 12 months you don't own the software. Now, when I purchased Sonar Platinum from Cakewalk, They told you all of this stuff on the purchase page. You will own it at the end of the 12 months. If you continue paying, you'll get support and all of this stuff and whatever. You can walk away at any time and not have to pay anything. This was the subscription model from Sona, from Cakewalk, and I thought it was fantastic. And I said, I'm gonna get it, and I did. So I finished my 12 months, and I'm continuing with the payments. It's really low payments month to month, but I get all of the updates and whatever. I think we've had like 6 or 7 updates already within that 12 months, and that's great. It's really worth the money. But Avid, you have to really make it clear to people on your website when they're at the point of purchase exactly what they're in for. Now, if you go into all of the, this is the subscription page, it doesn't really tell you exactly what the subscription is. It gives you a rough description or whatever, but it doesn't explain fully the license. Now, you can go into the licensing FAQ, which is where you'll find some of the answers that you're looking for. But unless you know what the question is that you want the answer to, you'll never find it because it's not clearly advertised. And that's just bad business, Avid. Please. Now, a lot of people that I know are sticking with Pro Tools for probably 1 or 2 reasons. The first one is they might have already laid out the financial outlay, right? So with Pro Tools 10 or 11, whatever, they've put all their money out and that's what they've got. So they're sticking with it. And another reason would be loyalty to the brand. Whereas Avid, I can't remember one really good thing you guys have done for the software. Fair enough, you bring out little updates and things like that, but it's really not worth the money. Especially for people like me who do home recording and, people who are musicians who just want to get in and record. I can understand why your software can be expensive, okay? I get that. It is your baby, it is your property. That's fine. You can put whatever price you want on it. But when you're selling it to people, all you have to do is make it really undoubtedly clear so people do not get confused when they buy the software. That's all I'm saying. Now, if you want to keep your subscription model like this and the way it is, you do that. I have to admit, I'm going to be dropping out from Pro Tools. And the reason is simply that, because I thought that what you guys were doing were offering something to help people get into the software, without so much as the financial outlay. And you've kind of done a dodgy on me, and I'm not too impressed. With Cakewalk, you do own the software. So basically, over that 12 months, you're paying it off. You're still paying all of your money for the software. The company's getting what they want, but they're also getting customers coming in, and new customers who can see that they, really want to be number one in the industry, in their business. And I think that they're actually doing. Now, I can't speak for other DAWs because I don't use them personally. So you've got, Cubase and all that. I don't use those. I never have. And like I said, people use some software and they cling on to it because it becomes, they're so used to it and they don't want to change. And I'm one of those people. But unfortunately, this is the first time I'm going to have to say I don't recommend Pro Tools in this instance. So if you're looking for a subscription, please don't go to Avid. Go to Cakewalk at the moment, or do check out the other manufacturers before you take the leap. On my closing note, I just want to make it perfectly clear so people understand what this actual video was about. So first of all, you'll be locked in for 12 months. That's the first point. No matter what you do, if you don't want it anymore, you still have to pay for 12 months. That's the first one. The second one is you do not own the software at any point. After 12 months, once your subscription expires, if you don't pay anymore, you do not get to use it. It will lock you out. And lastly, you will need an iLock. I forgot to mention it again, so you will need one. That's an extra outlay. And I want people to understand, I don't hate Pro Tools. I do like the software, but I really just hope they revise this a little bit. Either revise the subscription plan or revise the way they advertise it. That's all I'm asking. So please keep that in mind before you purchase Pro Tools, and please just be aware. I do appreciate you guys watching my video. My name is Nick, and please stay tuned for more because there is plenty more coming. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff, and I would appreciate it. Thank you, and see you in the next video.